Hello everyone and welcome back today for some more dumpster diving. We have a lot to show you, so stay tuned and make sure to leave your country in the comments because we will add it to our next video. And if I have forgotten anyone, please let us know and I will update that list. So this is a Dollar Tree right here, and one of the things that I love about Dollar Tree is that they mark stuff down before they get rid of it. So at least they try to get rid of it. Like this box of bologna, it was still good, so we did save it and use that bologna. But they do mark it down to, I believe it was 25 cents. And they do that with a lot of stuff too. So they do at least try to mark it down and get rid of it. This soap right here is really good too. It smells so good. So there's a few things that we find in the dumpsters and then we end up liking it and later we just start buying it. So I think that soap might be one. And I guess it's a good way to test stuff out too. And of course, if you guys dumpster dive, let us know in the comments your favorite finds, weirdest finds, what you look for, or just stuff in general. Maybe you guys used to dumpster dive. And of course, as always, we do appreciate you watching. And I am trying so hard to get caught up on all the comments, so please be patient with me. But I do read them and I do see what you guys are saying. We love to see what you guys find, so feel free to let us know and share all that. These ones are really good. I like to fry them like with a little bit of butter, and they're good like with egg salad sandwiches or chicken salad sandwiches. So that's another thing that we like to find too. And we usually find a lot, so we are able to donate these. We check the bags, make sure they're all sealed. Usually they're still within the date. If anything, I mean, they're not too far out of date too, so they're still good. Sometimes they're just like broken a little bit. And right here is Albertsons. So this one we do tend to find a lot of fruits and vegetables. That's pretty much all they throw out in this dumpster right here. So we're pretty much guaranteed to find something. And today was a good day for fruits and vegetables. As you can see, there's tons of bananas. And I will show right now, we did put a post up for members to kind of like give us a little tip on what they'd like to see us make. And I was able to make some banana splits and also some banana bread muffins. So thank you to our members who helped out with that. And actually I was kind of like, I made the banana bread muffins, but there was a comment that was left, I believe that was from Madeline, and she had mentioned a banana cake. So I don't have all the ingredients, but I will be making a tres leches banana bread cake. So we'll see how that goes, but it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever tried that, but it has like milk in the cake. So good. And I've never tried it with banana bread, but that is something that I want to try out. So thank you for that. And if you are interested in becoming a member, there is a button that says join, and it's not mandatory at all, but we just try to give a little extra. These raspberries were still good. There were a few that I picked out, but for the most part they were all really good. So I'm kind of like deciding on what I'm going to do with that. I did freeze them, so that will be for later. And we've been using bell peppers for everything. You've seen our other videos too. You would have seen like the huge bell pepper haul that we had. So I cut those all up and put them to freeze. And we've been using that with like potatoes and eggs and pretty much anything that we're cooking right now, we're using bell peppers. And you didn't get to see it, but there were two ladies that came out, some employees from Albertsons, so Mr. Volt did shut off the camera, but they gave him these fruit boxes right here, so they were throwing them away. They were still good, but we did make a drink from that, and I will put that up on the screen as well. But yeah, they were really nice. They didn't mind, you know, he was dumpster diving out there, but he did let them know that he was just looking for a few things and he wasn't gonna make a mess or anything. So we really do appreciate like when the people, you know, they're nice about it. And we were able to use everything that we found in this load. And what my husband likes to do too is like, if we're not going to take something, he will try to make a box like if somebody else comes after. And we do have a few families that we donate to as well, like for fresh produce like this. So we will send them a message and let them know that we have something, and if they're able to, then they can come get it. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. But I mean, the stuff is really good. Like you can see on the screen, I kind of like put everything together, but the eggplant and the squash, all the stuff, like baked it and put in like some cheese. I had gotten the cauliflower. I don't know if you saw that on the screen too, but I put that in a food processor. So I just mixed it all together with some seasonings and some marinara sauce. There's a cauliflower. So mixed that all together with some marinara sauce and baked it. There's a drink right there. So that one was just the fruit, water, and some sugar. And it's just like a drink. But we were able to use up all the fruit right away because they were still good, but you can tell that they weren't going to last too long. So that's something that can be easily made. And the veggies that you saw, those ones were really good. Like we had a huge tray of that came out from just that little bit of vegetables. Mr. Volt's trying on the, what is it called, the boa feathers. Yeah, he likes to play around with some of the stuff that we find. It makes it fun. And of course, he has to make his box to collect his goodies. But make sure your box is not broken. Yeah, so like I was saying about the vegetables, those ones actually, that one came out really good. So didn't take too many like vegetables to put in, but it did make a lot of it. So not even sure what it's called, but I put like the vegetables and then some macaroni and cheese on top, like baked. So we will definitely be making that again with whatever vegetables we find. There was a lot of little toys in this one too. So we did donate most of them. If you saw the little plastic swords down there, our baby Sophie, she got one, and our older son, he got one, and they were playing with it together. So yeah, they had a good time with it before we donated it. And those ones we just like, we'll put in a box or a bag, and we'll leave those like where the blessing box is. So there's usually like kids that go by at the park, and they always pick it up. So we haven't done it yet, but we're going to be collecting all the broken pieces like you see with these coffee mugs and stuff, because we're going to be using them for like mosaic, like tiles, or to put on flower pots. So that is something that we're going to be saving. So if you see in other videos later that we save broken pieces, we're going to be using that for projects, because we've been coming across so many and we've been trying to see what we can do with it. So that is an option. And I will put it up on the screen as well, just to show you guys again if you didn't see our previous video. That is an idea that we're working on right now. Because it's so hard, like we see all these broken pieces and we know that they can be used for something. We just didn't think about it before, but yeah, that's going to be our next project. And this one right here, if you can see, it was cracked, so it had a hole. But, of course, Mr. Volt in his arts and crafts time, he was able to repair it. And it actually came out really good. So this is just a little quick glimpse of how he fixed it. We did put a little bit extra video for our members for the regular divers and up. That's just a little picture of the after right there. And it's really pretty, so our daughter did use that for her jewelry. But that's just something too that, I mean, if it was broken in the store, they have to get rid of it. Hopefully it wasn't broken while it was going out, but I think it was just probably broken in the store. This place right here, they do have compactors, as you can see on the left side of the screen. So we don't find too much in here, but we do find a lot of stuff that's been damaged. So this is a good spot to find stuff that can be repaired. And we do find things that we resell sometimes as well, just to mention that, because we recently sold a In-N-Out hat, and I will put that up on the screen in a little bit as well. And that one went out to a viewer, so I want to say thank you again, because there's things like this that we find that maybe could go up on eBay. We just like go through it and see a little bit more, but there's a little picture right there. She ordered the In-N-Out hat that we found, and actually after she bought it, I went to In-N-Out, and yeah, I got a hat and stickers and a little bag for her, so we just put that in with her hat as well. So hopefully you're going to be receiving that hat soon and have your goodies. Because I know In-N-Out is not all over the place. And like I mentioned, we do have our eBay store. If you check out the community section, there is a link for our 20% off. And we are adding lots, so I'm making up lots of stuff like hair products, vintage Christmas ornaments. That's one that I just finished, so I'm going to be adding that soon. So there's different things. Vintage Barbie clothes, jewelry lot. So I think right now that's what I'm going to be focusing on, just to try and move some more stuff out so we can dumpster dive for more. Because we cannot hold on to everything. And I think you guys can get a better deal like that if it's sold in a lot instead of individually. So if you are interested, check that out. You can also leave a comment too, like if you're looking for something. Maybe if you need like clothes in a certain size, I will do my best to put together something for you. But we are doing it for US only right now, just because the shipping is really expensive to send some of the stuff further. That might change later, I'm not sure. I like how Mr. Volt just covered the side of the dumpster right there. I feel like if I were to do that, I would just like fall right in. Just always be careful if you do dumpster dive. We recently, in our last video, mentioned how we were hit by a fruit. It actually reminded me of what is it, Mrs. Doubtfire? If you guys have seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. It was a drive-by fruiting. And this is actually outside of, I believe it was TJ Maxx. So Mr. Volt is not going to pass up an opportunity to get some scrap, because that was some good scrap right there. So you guys got a little bit of food, retail, and scrap in this video. And that's pretty much like what we do. So we have we have our scrap videos, which is on our new channel, Scrapping with Volt. You can click on the description and the link should be in there. So we show our scrapping videos because our viewers here tend to prefer the food ones. So we moved all our scrapping ones to the new channel, and we are donating 5% of all the scrap that we find to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And we just actually put out our first video, so check that out. And we want to say thank you to all of our subscribers all over the world. We really do appreciate you guys so much. Make sure to leave your country in the comments and we will add you to the list. And thank you to all of our members. As you saw the post earlier, we do post a little bit extra, but we do appreciate all of you guys. And thank you to our PayPal support as well. So that is something new, but we will be saying a thank you to you guys as well if you do donate anything to our PayPal, which will go to our channel and help to improve. So thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.
Thanks for watching.